The facade of St. Mark's Basilica serves as a prime example of Byzantine architecture and as an impressive front to one of Venice's most famous churches. The basilica is adjoined with the Doge's Palace and overlooks the Piazza San Marco. St. Mark himself is an important figure in Venice. In 828, the Venetians stole St. Mark's relics from Egypt and hid them within a temporary chapel in the Doge's Palace. The permanent location of the relics was burned in 776, but is integrated into the basilica as it is known today. The current basilica was finished in 1071, but its ornaments have since been altered. The largest of these changes took place during the 14th century, where a number of ancient pieces of architecture were brought to Venice and added to the basilica. The facade, which had originally been made of brick, soon became covered in marble and sculptural work, while the building's domes were made taller to match the surrounding Gothic style. In 1807, the basilica became an official cathedral of Venice. By then, the facade had become a patchwork collection of ancient and Gothic styles on a Byzantine foundation. The three facades of St. Mark's Basilica were created and decorated in different fashions. The west facade is created by two orders. Its major architectural elements are four 12th century portals and then a window to the Zen chapel. The main portal is created out of 13th century sculpture and depicts St. George and St. Demetrius, the Annunciation, and the labors of Hercules. The south facade once held a sea gate leading from the western atrium to the pier. This entrance was closed in the 16th century, and the majority of the southern facade are covered in 13th century decoration that include two decorative pillars and a porphyry sculpture of the Tetrarchs. The north facade shows Christ and the four evangelists, and a nativity scene atop a floral arch. The horses of St. Mark also mark an important piece of this facade. These four horses were stolen from Constantinople, and while the originals are now inside the basilica, replicas are still displayed on the balcony. The composition of this architectural work may seem accidental, but the mixture of styles and works comes together through the use of repeating patterns, motifs, and colors. The range of mosaics that cross the basilica's facade are shown in gold leaf, with figures done in reds, blues, and greens. The entirety of the facade is covered in marble detailing, giving the building its Romanesque style and creating a single tone across the intricate design. While the style of the facade is an eclectic mix of Romanesque, Byzantine, and Gothic styles, the basilica itself is a masterpiece created through centuries of trade, war, looting, and creation. It is a highly detailed work of art that melds together not only Venetian history, but the history of Italy and its surrounding territories.